This is FleeceKing, and he lives up to his username. He was the first player in the world to hit level 50, and he has a reputation of catching literally every new rare Pokemon upon release. He is one of Pokemon GO's most dedicated top players with one of the most incredible collections in the world. And today we're here in Singapore and get a never-before-seen look inside the account of Pokemon GO's top grinder, FleeceKing.
How's it going, Brandon?
Hello there, governor. How do you say hi in Australian?
G'day.
Where's the
This is not going on the YouTube channel.
Reese is bleeping that one out. We're here with FleeceKing, and it's gonna be an awesome thing because we get a deep dive into your account, learn a little bit more about you, and get your take on Australia's most proud food, Vegemite.
I don't like it. I'll just start. There's no suspense. I don't like Vegemite. There's so many better things in Australia than Vegemite.
Like what? Name one.
Everything. Seriously, everything.
Okay, can I take the reins in the account? I won't delete it, I promise.
Go for it.
I deleted Brandon's account though, so just be warned that I will do it. So, FleeceKing, you are one of the, I would say, best Pokemon GO players ever. You were the first to level 50, right?
That's true, yes.
The first person ever to level 50. So inside this account might be some crazy stuff. Do you have any fair warnings for us before we dive in?
It's going to take a long time to go through. So sit around, get some popcorn.
That's a
it.
flex too. There's a lot going on. Okay, so just to start, I just want to check out the beginning screen. Why is Munchlax your buddy?
Because it's the only shiny that I got. I really like it. And I'm a firm believer of just best budding Pokemon because you like them. Not because they're meta relevant or, hundo. It was literally the first Munchlax I hatched at that event, and it's shiny. The only one I got. So I'm like, I'm gonna best buddy it. It's cool. I like it. So, yeah.
Huge. Nice. Okay, wow. Geez, your stats are ridiculous. So as I look at these and go over these, I do want to hear a little bit about what initially got you into Pokemon GO.
So like you, I never played the original Pokemon games as a kid. Like Pokemon was a part of my childhood through like anime and like the Pokemon cards, but I never really dived into the original series as a kid. So Pokemon GO, I heard about it coming out 2016, and like every time there's something that people jump on a bandwagon for, I'm like, no, I'm out. Like,
yeah.
There's that song that everyone goes on about, or is it new
like,
game?
I play Pokemon GO every day.
So like, I heard it like, and it was just like overly saturated. It was everyone like, I'm not touching this.
Yep.
And this girl I was seeing at the time was like, I think you'd really like it because there's a collection aspect of like catching rare Pokemon. And like for me, I've always been a collector since I was a kid. Like football cards, you know. So as soon as I hear the word rare, I'm like, I'm in, whatever it is. So I'm like, I'll give it a go. So I gave it a go. I think Squirtle was my starter at the time. I don't even remember. And I'm walking up the street like an idiot, like, what is this? What is that? Like, and I don't know what Pokemon are. So I'm just walking around for silhouettes.
Yeah.
And
oh, that's cool.
yeah. So started walking around. Eventually time goes on. Completed my Pokedex, and it's kind of like a corny testimony, I guess, of like how this kind of begun. So like, obviously 2016 Pokemon GO, there's no shinies, there's no raids, nothing like that. So once you catch them all and you complete your decks, there's not really a whole lot to do. So a lot of people that I knew personally in my community and a lot of people online, there was this new thing that came out called spoofing. And I'm like, and everyone's like, oh,
listen to this.
You could get a Snorlax from your house and all this stuff, right? And like, it was just something that became a new thing. It wasn't like, like people looked at it negatively like now, right? It was just a new like kind of exploit. And so I started doing that and I immediately regretted it. Like I was so angry at myself because I was like,
you were a hacker.
At one point. But like, it was only like maybe like a couple of days thing, but like just the weight of disappointment that I felt within myself was just unbearable. Like I straight up quit the game because I was just so angry.
Wow, right.
Because I feel like yes, you can delete those things, but ultimately, in my view, I had tarnished my account in some way and like devalued the legitimacy of all those 2016 grinds, running for Laprases and all those things. And I just felt like I kind of ruined that memory of the 2016 Pokemon GO stuff. So I quit altogether. And then it was a crazy story. Like 2017.
So your start date is actually 2017, and that's because.
So I'll get to it. So the 9th, our dates are mixed up in Australia or whatever, but the 9th of the 2nd February, this is the start of my account. So how that went about was my brother, who was still playing Pokemon GO on and off, there was like one of the first, if not the first event in Pokemon GO at the time was a Valentine's Day event.
Right.
Like double candy, Chansey everywhere. And it was like a big deal because events back then just didn't happen. And I remember my brother saying to me like, oh, why don't you jump back on Pokemon GO and, play? And I'm like, look, I ruined my account. I'm angry at myself for doing that. And I'm like, I'm done.
Yeah.
And what he suggested next, like, without like embellishing, like literally changed my life. So my brother was like, why don't you just start a new account?
Yeah.
Like, clean slate, like, and just start that journey again. I'm like, you know what? I'll give it a go. So I started completing my Pokedex again, and getting that nostalgia for just the simplicity of just catching, Pokemon, finding rare stuff. And then the week after this happened and starting my account, Gen 2 dropped.
Oh my
It was a
gosh.
perfect
That was an
timing.
insane drop too,
Perfect
by the
timing.
way.
And like for me and my brother who didn't know what Pokemon were, like
Yeah.
I saw a Skarmory and I'm like, is that a legendary? I had no idea.
Yeah,
And I've never looked back since. So that's kind of, the start of it. And I guess like a lot of people ask me like, how long have you been hardcore for? And I would say arguably from the beginning, because as a 2017 player now, I felt like I needed to play catch up with everybody.
Right.
So many people were like higher level than me, and I'm like, I'm literally starting again. Like, let's just go grind, and like never looked back since. And like this game has literally just changed my life. So just having that conversation with my brother and just the idea of like, why don't you just start a new account? Has changed my life. Okay, I travel the world now. I've met hundreds of people. I've gone to the 2017 original Go Fest.
Yeah,
all
right.
these safari zones. Like,
We're here in Singapore now for Safari 2,
it's
which is sick.
Yeah, so I'm just like, I'm so grateful that like I kind of got out of that rut, learned from that mistake,
Yeah.
never looked back and just started again, and here we are.
Dude, insane. And it's crazy to consider that you technically with this account started a year after everyone else.
Yeah.
And even still, looking at your stats, 35,000 kilometers walked, 1.9 million Pokemon caught, dude. Bro, I'm at like almost 200K and I'm proud of that.
You should play every once in a while.
Should log in every day, huh? Jeez, almost 2 million, a million Pokestops visited, and 1.8 billion XP. You're kind of close to 2 milestones there, 2 million catches and 2 billion XP.
Yeah, I'm trying to get to 2 million by the end of this year, 2022.
Oh my God.
So it takes a long time, but as we talked about before, 2,000 catches a day is kind of my goal, and I think just keeping myself accountable. Because that's the thing, I think that like...
Yeah, daily goals for the game. So that would be 2,000 catches per day is what you really roll for.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Huge. Okay, and then looking at so I'm curious about your badges as well. Looking at your badges, out of these, I mean, there's some ones that I want to poke around on. For one, the raid one, 24,000. Oh my
That's just the normal.
Yeah, right. Legendary raids, 40K, dude, 40K.
Hashtag free to play.
Yeah, right. All remote free raid passes, not remote raid passes. Would you say that the introduction of remote raids like really ramped this number up?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Right, okay.
I think that's the thing. Like, yes, the predication of this game is an in-person game, but what remote raiding has done, especially through COVID, like it's provided the online community and the global community to really strengthen. And this is something that we see all the time, like people joining like Discord groups and Telegram groups, Facebook chats, and like it's really brought a lot of people together, especially through COVID, as I said, with the remote raiding, like coordinating raids. People like I'll sign up for like a New Zealand raid hour, for example, then I'll help those people out when it's my raid hour. So it's really strengthened that online community and definitely ramped up all those numbers for sure.
Love that. Gosh, and then other badges that I think would just be insane to see. 1,000 Pokemon purified.
I don't
Okay,
purify.
right. I was gonna say, okay,
I don't purify.
but with your rocket battles, 20,000. Oh my God, that's
Almost, yeah.
insane. Okay, that's incredible. Other ones, I mean, okay, pilot, 443 million on the pilot.
Yeah,
oh my God.
Like, all the 7-kilometer eggs, all the trash raids, like I'll just trade them off because guaranteed XL candy.
Right.
And I just always feel bad like deleting stuff that's being caught like from a remote raid or
Fair.
7-kilometer egg. So it's just a cool thing to go for over time. And I've done 100,000 friends.
Oh my God, 100K. That's ridiculous. That's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, it's great because I have my mum and my brother who play,
Right.
and a lot of people in my local community. So trading is just kind of a part of like that social component as well.
When it seems like too for like a lot of top players, it's just a meta strategy to trade because there are so many benefits from it with the candies and XL candies and
Yeah,
stuff.
and I mean the amount of like hundos that I've gotten that I
Right.
didn't have from trades, and like it's kind of a cool thing within local communities where you see players like saving Pokemon that they know their friend needs.
Yeah.
And then like you can mark it in a folder like if I was going to trade you like Sudowoodos, I'd just make a folder called Brandon and just tag a bunch of Sudowoodos. So people do that.
Which you
in
kind
local
of
communities.
sort of did.
In a way, yeah. And then
Yeah.
I'll delete the rest of them because it's trashy. But
Not Sudowoodo's trashy, just keeping, because you love what? Okay, out of all your badges, which one are you most proud of, would you say?
so I would say my collector medal. So obviously,
God,
my-
yeah, the
my
1.9
And
million.
actually, you wouldn't guess this, but one of the ones I'm the most proud of, and I think a lot of people have said that I might be like one of the highest in the world for this one.
Okay.
It's not the highest, but one of the highest is actually my research.
Dude, 163,000.
Yeah, for me, like if there's like easy quests that I know that I can do.
Yeah.
So like make 3 great throws or just powering up something casually. Like I'll keep like a lot of 10 CP Pokemon, and every time I come across a power Pokemon 5 times or whatever, I'll just power up the 10 CP stuff.
Yeah,
'cause it's
yeah.
just, you know, the cheapest. So I'm just a completionist. I try to do as many research tasks as I possibly can. Obviously, I'm limited to how many I can do with the whole spin cap stuff. Like, there's a
Right.
spin cap, like, you're only allowed to spin 1,200 Pokestops a day. So, obviously, if there was, like, no limit on that, I could probably do a lot more.
Yeah.
But I try to make the most of all the research tasks that I find, for sure.
Wow, yeah, I mean, that's 163K. I'd be curious to see what I even... Comment in the comment section below, how many field research tasks have you completed? And is it more than FleeceKing? Because do you think anyone watching? I doubt it.
I mean, there could be someone.
Yeah, you know,
There could be, you know, there's a lot of hardcore secret players out there killing it.
Do you have any world records? Because your stats are incredible. Have you ever set a world record, or do you hold any currently? Do you know?
I guess, like, I'd say the level 50 thing, obviously.
Right, yeah,
Being
yeah.
Level 50 first. I mean, there were lots of different circumstances that made that happen, but I don't think so. Because I try to be a very well-balanced player.
Right.
So there's not one particular thing that I focus on more. So, like even my lure medal, I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, dude,
700
almost a million Pokemon.
Yeah,
Oh my
like,
god.
I have a stupid goal. Like every community day, and especially in Australia when we get access to like all these community day stuff first, I'll be like, you know what? This is the day where I'm just going to be the Oprah of lures and just put a bunch down. And
You get a lure.
So just like, so I think for me, like, I don't necessarily have a world record for some stat in particular because I try to be very well rounded on everything. Like I battle gyms, I do rockets, I do raids, I catch Pokemon. So I try to like kind of even out everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say if I had to name one, obviously hitting level 50 first is definitely the one for me. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Oh my gosh. Wow, 1 million stops. I mean, there's 42,000 eggs hatched. This is awesome. So
I hate evolutions. That's something I don't do. As much as I like getting XP, I just sitting there and just watching a Rattata go up in the sky and evolve. I don't have time for this.
But you've only ever caught 151 from Kanto, though. So do you ever plan on pumping that number up?
I'll play every once in a while. Yeah, I'll have to
Work on
get
that
good.
one.
I'll have to get good at it.
Dude, insane. Okay, so now I want to start poking. Can I hop into your
absolutely.
okay? I want to start poking through some of the things in your account.
You can type shiny, 4-star. Whatever.
Yeah, wow. Okay, I want to see let's start looking at just total shinies. 3691.
So I'd like to mention this because a lot of people need to take this into consideration that for me to play the game at a pace that I find, you know, fun and sustainable, I have to delete shinies. I have to. I've deleted maybe like 2,000 or 3,000 shinies at this point.
2,000 or 3,000 actually.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, I mean, like Teddiursa community, I deleted them all except for 2.
Really?
Dratini,
Don't tell Gilly that. It's his favorite
I
location.
deleted them all, Gilly. So I will start deleting shinies that are the most common. So the first thing I'll go to is like the community day Pokemon because they're just the most accessible. And then believe it or not, legendary shinies I delete.
Wow, those two?
Because they're just so easy to come by. All this stuff gets, comes back into raids at some point.
Right.
I'll tend to keep the legendary shinies that are a little bit more on the meta relevant side. So like Zekrom, Rayquaza, things like that. But if it's just like, there's no point having, like 50 shiny Registeel, for example.
That also garbage shiny.
So, but yeah, just keep that in mind. Like when you see the shinies, I have literally deleted thousands of shinies because there's just not enough space to keep everything. This is why I wish that we had a medal that showed you how many shiny Pokemon you've caught overall.
Yeah.
So that means even if you delete 1,000, that's still on that medal. So that's something I really wish that we could see in the near future is being able to see how many shiny someone has caught overall. And it wouldn't matter how many you delete or trade over. That's going to stay the same.
Yeah, that would be so, especially for like higher level players and like massive collectors like yourself. Do you have a Fragment Hat Pikachu?
No.
Okay,
I do not. That's something I would. My brother has one.
Really? Okay.
And he's more on the casual side, and I'll ask him, like every couple of weeks, can I have it? And he's like, no. He thinks it's a Trainer Tips hat for some reason.
Really?
Yeah, he's like, that's the Trainer Tips Pikachu, and I'm like,
Pikachu.
I don't know how, but sure. But yeah, no, I missed out on that one, unfortunately.
Man, okay, wait. I want to look at your Stardust count real quick. So I'm just gonna tap one of these Chansey. Oh my god! Do you ever spend it?
Every once in a while. I'm very picky with what I power up. I have powered up some really stupid things that aren't meta relevant.
Yeah.
Believe it or not. But yeah, that's definitely one of the highest numbers in the world. It's definitely.
Oh my god! Most in Australia, you think?
Yeah, absolutely. No, absolutely. Yes, yeah.
What? 337. Wow, I just looked at the camera to make sure I was recording because I almost had a heart attack there. 337 million Stardust. I have roughly 900,000.
Get good.
Oh my god, that's amazing. Okay, so now I kind of want to dive a little bit as well, and I do want to see some of your favorites and rarest, but I want to look at some things right now, including shiny and shadow, because obviously shadow shiny hunting has been a really, really big thing.
Yeah.
52 shadow shinies.
So I've actually purified 2 to make them shundos.
No way. Okay.
I kind of like arguably regret because I purified a Metagross into a Shundo, and
I mean, that's pretty
my
sick,
reasoning
though.
behind that was my brother had a Shundo Metagross for like a year and would always taunt me with it. I'm like, you know what? The Mega's coming out. You can't evolve it as a Shadow, so I'm like, I'm going to purify it, have a Shundo Metagross. It's a little bit of a controversial decision, and the other one that I did was if I purified a Shadow Shiny female Nidoran.
Right.
I'm not going to use it as a Shadow Shiny. I'm going to purify it, get a Shundo. So
Yeah.
So I've technically gotten 54.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Wait, okay. And speaking of shundos, okay, I'd love to look at the shundo count. So, oh my god, hold on, time out. Just the top shun. Wait, actually, just your top CP Pokemon. I mean Mewtwo. Oh my god.
I have a team of 6 level 50 and
650 Hundo Mewtwo.
And the funny thing is, like, the 2 Shundo Mewtwo's that I have were actually caught on the exact same day. The exact
What?
Yeah. So I had a friend of mine, Nino, who sent me a raid, and it was a Shundo. And then, like, I think a couple hours later, I was like on a shiny drive. I was trying to get XL candy, and another person sent me a shiny, and I didn't see the CP. I'm like, oh, another shiny, and it was another Shundo.
Oh my god.
Yeah, on the exact same day. I've never been able to get anything close to that before. So yeah,
That's
2 on the same day.
insane. What's your like when you level 50 a Pokemon? Does it like what's your requirements for level 50ing? Because you obviously don't just
Most of the time
burn
it's
dust.
Hundos,
Okay.
unless it's like something that I really like. Like I level 50 to Shadow Shiny Stantler, and it's terrible IVs, but I just really, really like it. So if something's like sentimental to me and valuable to me, regardless of it being meta relevant or not, I will power it up to level 50.
Yeah.
But the majority of the time, the standard for me is Hundos. Yeah.
Dude,
This is that.
no way.
That's probably my most prized possession. Like,
Oh my
as a
God.
Team Instinct guy as well. So I actually have a team of 6. I know you've shown this up before on the channel, but I have a team of 6 level 50 Zapdos. One of them is the Shadow Hundo, and one of them is a Shundo. So I have like the perfect.
Oh my.
collection, yeah.
Wait, where's the? Is it?
Yeah,
Oh, this is the
that's-
Shundo. Oh my god.
So
Dude, this is insane.
Best of both worlds. Like seriously. Yeah.
What the? Okay, wow. I mean, incredible. Oh my. And you're a big Rayquaza guy.
I am a big Rayquaza guy. I have done.
These are all Hundos.
Yeah, they're all 100. I have done a total of almost 150 lucky trades for like over the course of like 2 years, and I still don't have a Shundo. It is what it is. But
God.
yeah, I think I have 14 Hundo Rayquazas.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Wait, okay, speaking of Shundo, so I do want to look at your Shundo collection here. So shiny and 4-star. I'm gonna guess 16 Shundos. Oh my god, 23, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, here's your purified.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one.
I probably would have done. I always say that if I ever get a shadow shiny, that purifying it would make it a Shundo. I always purify it.
Yeah, like I always cringe, honestly, seeing like a shiny that's purified. But again, my reasoning was I really want to have like a Shundo Mega Metagross. Obviously, you can't Mega Evolve Pokemon when they're Shadow.
Right.
So yeah, bittersweet decision, but like ultimately, just to say that I have a Shundo Metagross is definitely. That was from Raid Day, actually.
Dude, you got this on the raid day?
Yeah.
Oh my god. What would be your most proud Shundo? Just specifically speaking of Shundos.
This
Oh my
Sneasel
God.
is definitely one of them.
Dude, what?
Yeah.
Was this traded? You caught this?
Yeah, this is from a research task during the fashion event in 2021.
Oh my god. Dude, that is ridiculously rare.
Yeah, I mean it's a hard shiny to get, and I don't think they've ever brought it back, so it's kind of ridiculous.
Wow, and you got this one. I mean, any costume Shundo is just insane.
Yeah, that was the Halloween bowl, so I got a Rockruff as well. That's the purified.
Yeah.
Articuno. Thank you, Zoe, for the invite.
Nice.
I would actually say that this is also one of my favorites. So this was
wow.
for a very long time. This was my only shiny and only Hundo Galarian Darumaka. Like the only.
Oh, really?
For such a long time.
This was out of a raid?
Yeah. So that was.
Oh my god.
Yeah, back in December, like during the Christmas stuff.
Yeah.
And I remember like somebody, like a friend of mine from Japan who invited me to the raid, and I saw the CP stop on the Hundo. I'm like, I got the Hundo. That's so awesome. Like I didn't have one at all.
Right.
And then I went to the bonus challenge and it's shiny, and I was just stuck for like 2 minutes. I couldn't even move. I'm like, are you kidding me? Yeah. So that's
Dude.
definitely one of my favorites as well.
Insane. Okay, so speaking of favorites, if you had to choose a favorite Pokemon in your entire collection, and then also give, and they could be unrelated, but like your favorite Pokemon Go memory, what would the Pokemon be, and what would the Pokemon Go memory be? Here, you could find the boy.
It's such a hard question to answer right off the bat because we've literally had like 6 years of memories with this
Right,
game.
right.
I mean, the Zapdos is definitely up there for me, the Shadow Hundo.
Shadow Hundo Zapdos, yeah.
Because I honestly had no idea. It was from the Giovanni, when you can encounter each of the legendary birds and the Shadow.
Oh, that was in Go Fest.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Which they've never done again. I don't know why.
Right.
And I remember, like, I was in the house, and I claimed it, and I said to my brother, I said, imagine if this is a Shadow Hundo, like, that'd be insane, and it was.
Yeah.
So, that's definitely, one of my memorable ones.
For sure.
As far as other things, there's literally over 6,000 Pokemon in my collection.
Yeah, right, and they're all good.
Yeah, I mean, it's a shame because I've had to delete, like, a lot of stuff, like, for example, like, back in the day, like, my mum and I, who plays, by the way, she's
cool.
level 50.
Nice.
She started in the late 2017 and works full-time, studies psychology. She just finished her degree after, like, 8 years of study.
Wow, congrats,
and is level 50.
by the way.
Yeah, and, like, I've had to delete a lot of them now, but, like, we would do, like, a lot of duos for, like, legendaries and stuff, and I always hung on to them because it was just such a memory, you know, like, even though it was bad IVs, like, even when I'm traveling, there's a lot of Pokemon that I'll keep that aren't shiny, aren't Hundo, terrible IVs, but it's just a memory of where you are. I deleted it now, but I had a Dragonite that I caught back in Japan in 2017, and I had to literally walk through snow that was up to my knees.
Oh, that's so cool.
I saw it on the nearby, I'm like, I'm going for it.
Yeah.
And I kept it for like maybe 3 years, but storage comes down. So there's a lot of stuff like that unfortunately I've had to delete.
Yeah.
But like, it took me a long time to think of them, but like stuff like that, you know.
For
like
sure, yeah.
Walking through snow for a Dragonite and things like that. But the Zapdos is definitely probably one of my favorites.
Yeah, I mean that's insane. Shadow Hundo is ridiculous. Wait, so okay, speaking of Hundos, actually I haven't even looked. How many Hundos do you think he has? Comment down below. I'm going to say 600. No way, 1,300, dude. That's insane.
Once again, I've had to delete not thousands because that's not true. But
you've deleted Hundos?
Hundos, hundreds of Hundos. I've had to delete hundreds of Hundos.
Hundreds? Yeah. Oh my God. 1362 with hundreds deleted. This is awesome.
Well, like so for me, one of my goals is like to try to complete the entire Pokédex as 100%.
Wow.
So to have like a living dex. So rather than having like 9 Hundo Aron, you instead have 1 Aron, 1 Lairon, and 1 Aggron.
Right.
So if I keep getting duplicates over and over again, I'll start to like delete them all.
Yeah.
I will try to hang on to like some early, like maybe 2017 or 2018 Hundos to try and like trigger like a lucky for like trading. So
okay. Right.
But most of the time, what I'll do now is, like if I have too many duplicates, unless it's something rare, like I think I have like 20 Hundo Larvatars and stuff like that.
Oh my God.
I don't have the heart to delete stuff like that.
Right.
But when it comes to like Pidgeys, sorry, Branditon, but delete Hundo Pidgeys all the time.
Oh no. Wow. Yeah. What's one Pokemon that you don't have that you really want to get?
A shiny or Hundo or anything?
Anything. What's a big hunt for you right now still that you don't have in your account?
So, I mean, Rayquaza again, like...
The Shundo?
Yeah,
right.
I raided that thing every single time as hard as I possibly could. Never got it. I've encountered 14 Hundos. I've caught them all. One of them was encountered when it wasn't able to be shiny, but that means 13 of them were able to be shiny.
Dude, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, and again, like, well over 2 years of, like, lucky trades. And I've gotten so many 98s, I've gotten so many 12-12-12s, the lowest possible from lucky trades, and just no luck. I've given, like, 3 out. It's ridiculous.
Are we lucky friends?
We were.
We traded, right?
Yes, and we did that trade. It wasn't Shundo, but check out his video. So.
Yes, we did do that. That was the Safari Zone one.
But my lucky trade luck isn't that fantastic. Like my last Hundo from any lucky trade was March 2021. Like I'm not even.
Wow, really?
Yeah, like, and I feel like I hit lucky friends with a lot of people in my community quite often. And
right.
Yeah, not the best. So the odds of getting a Hundo from a lucky trade is 1 in 64.
Right.
So, I don't know. I haven't had the best luck with lucky trades.
Man.
But the Shundo Rayquaza is something I've been chasing for a long time. But I've taken a step back because I want a mental break. I'm sick of doing I used to be the guy that would record like my screen for every lucky trade because I'd be so hyped. And now I don't even take a screenshot anymore. I'm just like, it's gonna be bad.
Right. God, dude. Oh my gosh. I mean, that just also I was scrolling through your Hundos that entire time, and I finally just got to the bottom of it. So like that is a lot of 100% of your Pokemon. Okay, wait. So another one too. Do you have an end goal with Pokemon Go? Is there an end game for you?
I don't think so. Like for me, like something that like, yes, there's a lot of shinies and Hundos in my account, but ultimately I'm a numbers guy.
Right.
So for me, it's like having, daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, yearly goals. I actually take a screenshot of my profile and all my stats at 12 a.m. January 1st every year.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. So what I try to do is like just compare that year by year. And so for me, it's just like just to keep the numbers going up.
Yeah, right.
And I think, like, for me, if your only goal is shinies and hundos, you're always going to feel disappointed at some point, because there's been plenty of days where I've done, 1,000+ catches and got no wild shinies at all. Yeah. It happens, there's bad RNG. So I think for me, just keeping myself accountable to personal goals each and every single day is what motivates me. There's no end goal, there's no end number where I'm going to be absolutely content. Like, we're addicted to this game. You're always going to be chasing it one way or another. And, like, obviously, I think another long-term goal for me would probably be, like, getting every single Pokemon as 100%.
Nice,
every single Pokemon. So that means, like, instead of just one Staryu, getting Staryu and Starmie and, like, trying to get that living dex done. And, it just means that even when there's, like, stale events going on or the spawn pool's a little boring, like, if you have goals that you can chase, like, kind of every single day, it keeps it interesting, keeps it motivated.
Cool, and that's a good tip too, because sometimes this game gets a little stale. So, like, being able to switch things up.
No, absolutely. I mean, there's so many events that happen. I'm like, the spawn pool is boring. The raid bosses are a little bit stale. But that's why, like, if you have goals that you can pursue, even on a weekly basis, it keeps it fun. It keeps it exciting. Especially if you don't have hundos for stuff, like telling people in your local community, can you save me Staryus? Can you save me Sudowoodos? Because I'm trying to get a hundo, and that community aspect behind that as well. So yeah, like, obviously, getting every shiny would be fantastic. Getting every hundo would be fantastic. But I think you have to have, like, really long-term goals, because if they're too short-term and too easy to come by, you're going to get demotivated. Right. I've always said this, like, as much as we love chasing shinies and trying to get every shiny that we don't have, if you had everything, you'd be demotivated.
For sure,
because there's nothing that you don't have anymore, So it's kind of realistic for me now to, like, there'll be a new event, I miss out on shiny. It's not the end of the world. It'll come back, things recycle. So it's kind of good to not have everything, so you're just always motivated to chase, to hunt, to trade, do all those things.
Cool. I love that. A couple more things I wanted to poke around in your account.
Yeah.
And I had a question for you about a Pokemon in your account. So, okay, Shiny and Rayquaza. 160 Shiny Rayquaza. How many of these are level 50? Any of them?
Nope,
okay.
I refuse. I'm not level 50 any Rayquaza until it's a Shundo.
I love that.
So this is the only thing I haven't deleted. Yeah. Because it's just, like, it's been such a long journey trying.
Right.
And I've traded with so many people, so many friends, on my travels, meeting up with lucky friends and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a journey and a log of, like, how long I've done, and it hasn't happened yet. So this is the one thing I just can't delete at the moment.
Fair.
But if it was, like, any other shiny legendary, I'd just delete them. Like, but Rayquaza, keeping them all as a log.
Might as well, right? Oh, God. Wait, Shiny, I have to look for my own sanity. We got the 11. Trying you off make to you, me, or you hate Sudowoodo.
Remember that Twitter post with the band?
Wait, what did you sort by that made it?
Was it number? No, I can't remember.
CP. Where's it? HP.
He got some shiny on Twitter. I can't remember what it was, but it annoyed me. So I went to every single Sudowoodo. I'm like, are you trying to make me, like, hate you, basically? And now I can't find the order of...
Oh, there's... Are you trying to make me hate you? Off.
Yeah.
That was the Noibat, which I gave you a Noibat.
Yes.
Right.
Thank
okay.
you so much for
yes.
that,
Okay. Okay. So Shiny, Shiny and hatched. Let's see. 211 hatched shiny. Oh, hey, the Noibat. There he is. Nice. 211 hatched shinies. Insane. And then what about raid? Let's see. Shiny and raid.
Yeah.
643.
I've deleted so many.
I'm sure. Yeah.
It's kind of sad.
Let's see. And then shiny and let's go traded. 544, a lot of luckies, definitely. Cool. Okay, and then now, if you could pick, like, the rarest Pokemon in your entire account, what do you think that would be? That's why this is my guy. No. Oh my God, you actually did it.
I just realized that was my only one.
Yeah, you just, what the heck, man?
No.
What was that? What just happened?
That was my only one.
Oh my God. That was, I thought you were gonna meme it.
No, that was my only one. Okay, I'm gonna have to start trading for Sudowoodo.
My heart's
broken. It was
broken.
worth it, it's for the content.
Well, you're not getting my Sudowoodo because you just murdered one, so, oh my God.
Rip, it's for the content.
What's your rarest Pokemon? Shows transfers. Oh my God.
Okay, again, I know I keep mentioning it, but I feel like this is gonna be probably my rarest one.
Here,
just because
it's my turn to transfer something. Matt.
See you guys.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Like, just the concept of a Shadow Hundo Legendary
is
mind blowing.
Just insane. Yeah.
So this is probably the one I'm the most proud of, and in terms of rarity, I would say this is probably it. Because shundos and stuff, like, you can definitely like have multiple opportunities to get the same shiny as a shundo, like whether
For sure.
it be lucky trades, things coming back to raids. But when something's a shadow, like, you can't trade it.
Right.
You're only limited to how many encounters you can get for shadow legendaries. There's no guarantee that they'll ever come back again. So
Right.
Based on those circumstances, I would say this is probably the rarest. Yeah.
Yeah, huge, insane. Wow. That's crazy. The account is crazy, dude. That is such a cool look into that. I feel a little self-conscious about my own account, but it's fine. It's fine. We'll get those numbers up, you know? At least I'm not transferring 100 Sudowoodos, man. What
I
the
know.
fuck
It was
was
my
that?
only one.
Jeez,
I
dude.
honestly thought I had more. I've deleted more in the past, that's why.
Yo!
I have, dude. I
Come
need space.
on. Oh, God. Well, dude, thank you for sitting down and, like showing us everything. And you stream.
Yes, I am on Twitch, FleeceKing. Check us out. Something I really like about Twitch is just being able to like bring people along for the journey. So every time there's a new event, because Australia gets, events a little earlier than most places around the world, and just being able to like showcase the spawns and the raids and invite a lot of friends of mine that watch to these raids. Like, it's always cool to like give like my American friends, for example, like a Pokédex entry of a new raid boss because it's not out there and stuff.
We do
like
appreciate,
that.
by the way. Thank you for the early
it's all good.
raids.
The content.
Yeah, that helps.
So yeah, like it's just fun to like. Because I guess if you see this collection without knowing the context to how much I play, how much I grind,
Right.
You start to question, like, is this guy legit? What the hell's he doing?
Right.
So I guess streaming and for hours, like nearly every day, and being able to take people along the journey of me playing and raiding and catching, it's a lot of fun. And just again, especially through COVID and stuff, we've created a really strengthening in the online and the global community, and that's something we see all the time on Twitter, on Twitch, like and YouTube. Just how strong and how strengthened our community is overall,
Right.
and being able to connect with everybody around the world, because not everybody has a big community. Not everybody has like a bunch of players in their local vicinities, so be able to like unite in some way and come together on Twitch, YouTube, whatever it is, that's a lot of fun. And it's been my full-time job for the last nearly 2.5 years now.
Nice, man. Right.
So yeah, just again, this game has changed my life. The fact that we're sitting here and having a chat and an interview
In Singapore, too,
it's honestly changed my life, and I'm so grateful for all the opportunities and all the amazing people that I've gotten to meet in all the years that I've been playing. And again, a formal thank you for flying me out and having these videos and being part of the event. So much fun. I genuinely do appreciate it. This guy is the Mystic 7 MVP. He's the MVP.
And then you're the Team Mystic MVP. And if you ever want to change the Mystic, I will fully support that choice of yours.
I'm good.
Dude, thank you again, man. Again, his links will be in the description. Please check him out. Tell him what's up on Twitch. Dude, you're a freaking legend.
Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate the opportunity.
Absolutely.
Thanks, guys. Thanks
Like
for
the
watching.
video.
Like it now.
Ah!